dark days. They call it the big time. Got your name in lights. Now you're gonna shine. Got them in your sights.
You're just trying to find a way out. I don't want to tell you how to live, but I just don't want you to miss. And I don't mean to scare you. I want you to live, and I dare you to give this life all you have. Yeah, all you
Cardinal Baseball Live on Tradio begins now.
Okay, yeah. Hey, how you start is how you finish.
Welcome into Cardinal Baseball Live here on Tradio. Fort Worth Christian has started the season with back-to-back walk-off victories, and they'll try to improve to 3 and then 4-0 today, because it's the first of a doubleheader this afternoon at Liberty Christian, and they'll take on the host school here in the Matt Park Classic here in the first of the doubleheader. St. Michael's to follow, but on the menu first, it's a very talented Liberty Christian team. I'm Will Connerly, Trey Bell with me as well here this afternoon. And Trey, when you're leading up to the season and thinking about the drama, the nerves, and the spotlight that can be put on this Cardinal team, they rose to the occasion in back-to-back days, walk-off victories. Grady Emerson in night one, and then yesterday, Braylon James with the walk-off 2 RBI double. In both instances, it came with the bases loaded, and what a great response after surrendering 6 runs. They're down by 3. They fight back and win the ball game.
Yeah, well, I think it's actually even more important than that, which is these pressure-packed moments early in the year are going to pay dividends when you get down into your district play. And that's why it's beneficial to challenge, to schedule games like this that challenge you. What I found to be the most interesting thing, Will, over the last 2 games, in both the games, the Cardinals fell behind in the score. And they battled back to win the game and did it in resounding fashion to drive a little emotion and excitement for the team. That's what I think is going to stay with them after this tournament, Will.
That's a big part of building confidence early on in the season with a coach as talented and who knows and has the experience as much as any. Very rare to have a guy who not only played in the show, but a Texas Rangers Hall of Famer in Rusty Greer being with this program a few years. Such a talented roster that he has on his hands this year. And sometimes early on in a season, you see it covering high school baseball all the time on Tradio through the years, Trey, is that there's a lot of moving parts, right, with trying to throw things on the wall and see what sticks with your lineup, your pitching, your defense. And we're still learning that process and trying to learn this Cardinal team. But one thing we have learned through a few days is that there's no quit. And they fought back both times, and that is great to see. And also, Trey, one thing that has really stood out is they've made some great defensive plays. We mentioned the difficulty in the 2 night games the last 2 days with some pop flies that have dropped to the benefit of the Cardinals. They haven't afforded that same luxury to their opponents yet, and we saw perhaps the best play we've seen, of course, only through 2 games, but one of the better plays I think we'll see this year is Jaxon Castleberry twice in back-to-back days. Diving catch in right, and then he showed the range basket catch right in front of the wall as well last night. And just playing that position really well out in right field, a luxury for the cleanup man. Another transfer from Argyle, just like Grady Emerson. And so that is something to behold for this Cardinals defense as well. They've got to play great defense if they want to contend at the level they want to, and they've shown they can do that through a couple games.
Yeah, game 1, Jaxon Castleberry made that dive into the gap, but that's not a play that he makes unless Coach Greer has them positioned the way that he has created his outfield defense. And in game 2, he made that incredible play where he's drifting backwards and he's running to the net, not the net, excuse me, wrong sport. He's running back to the fence, and he makes the play, outstretched arm. But you could see it in his face, how excited he was on that play. And I think that boosted the whole entire team, Will, when he makes that play. And so, it's been a different guy each night. Last night it was Braylon James. Came up and just hit a bomb out to center field, over the center fielder's head. And I don't recall whether it went off the fence or not. But these guys are, you see it from the first game to the second, a little bit more heat in the lineup in terms of swings and contact rate. And I think today could be the breakout day when they have 2 games back-to-back.
And speaking of that lineup, pretty much the same. One small change, though, Jacob Ward getting the start out in left field today in the 9 spot in the order. However, the rest pretty much the same. Andrew Ridgell getting the start on the mound here this afternoon. So we'll get to see what the senior right-hander can do in the starting pitching department. And Jacob Ward then goes to left in that spot, so just one small change for Rusty Greer. He'll start with Griffin Carney playing second, Grady Emerson hitting second at short, Braylon James, the hero last night, out in center, Jaxon Castleberry, the cleanup man, and right, Jake Parkerson at third base, Hank Austin, the backstop. Lane McDonald hits 7th as the designated hitter. Antonio Andujar at first base. And again, Jacob Ward, we saw him enter in as a courtesy runner the first game. The freshman did a great job scoring that tying run, and now he gets an opportunity to start, the lone freshman on this varsity roster for the Cardinals. So the young Jacob Ward in the 9th spot in the order, working as the double leadoff man for the Cardinals, going up against Trey. I texted you this morning all the commits that Liberty Christian has, and they have plenty of talented players. Drake Hawpe certainly at the top of that list as well. The LSU pledge, just a junior, but that will be something to watch for this side when we look at the impressive roster that they have put together. And Drake Hawpe at the top of that list. He's a 6'4", 200-pound big-bodied outfielder playing center, the 6th-ranked prospect in the class of 2027, and a commit to LSU. But plenty of pledges to play at the next level on this roster for Liberty Christian, and they're getting to play at their home field here this afternoon, taking on the Fort Worth Christian Cardinals. So looking forward to this one. Liberty Christian, 11-time state semifinalist, a 5-time state champion. Back in 2019, the last time they lifted that banner, and 6 MLB draft picks, as you see some of those honors and accolades posted on the right field wall and left field wall with the state championships that they put together. So another great program. You had to do it against Bishop Lynch in a nail-biter. Another one-run victory yesterday, and I'd expect much of the same against another talented opponent here today, Trey.
Hey, did you I didn't check the box score. Did you happen to see how many stolen bases the Cardinals had yesterday?
You know what, Trey? You asked for shots last night.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what.
And we got them. We'll give you that answer on the other side on Trey.
There you go.
It's Cardinal Baseball Live.
Fort Worth Christian School is a Christ-centered college preparatory school where every student is known, loved, and valued. At FWC, students are challenged to pursue excellence in the classroom, in competition, and in their faith, all while being equipped with a strong biblical worldview. From standout academics and championship athletics to award-winning fine arts and a vibrant student community, Fort Worth Christian is preparing tomorrow's leaders today. We invite you to discover the difference for your family. Visit fwc.org to learn more, schedule a personal tour, and experience Fort Worth Christian for yourself.
We are back with you on Tradio. It's Cardinal Baseball Live. It's the pregame show. Ground rules happening now. He's Trey Bell. I'm Will Connerly. Beautiful day for baseball, Trey. It was in the chilly to borderline cold department the last few nights. Not really what we have in the case today. You have the 3/4 zip, though. The Cardinal logo on the left of the chest there, so shout out to Fort Worth Christian and Trey Bell for hooking us up with these. But it's not chilly like it was the last couple of nights, but you teased it before we went to break, asking about the base running, and that is really what allowed Fort Worth Christian to jump out in front. Let's go back to the first inning yesterday. Griffin Carney gets aboard. What does he do? Steals second and steals third, essentially hitting a triple, and manufactures that first run. And you asked about it. How many stolen bases did they have one night ago? It was 4 that they had in that second game of the season. Overall on the season, that total up to 9
Yeah.
stolen bases. They've been caught one time, so 9 for 10 to start the year. Grady Emerson has 3 of the 9 stolen bases. Castleberry and Griffin Carney each have 2 apiece to lead the team. So the top of the order can really run around the base paths.
Got a charger?
Yes, I'll hook you up with some power, Trey. But I need you to break down those 9 stolen bases through 2 games first while I get you that.
9 stolen bases through 2 games is 10% of their total from last year. So I'm pretty sure they got more than 20 games on the schedule. You can unplug the laptop for a minute if you need to. All right, but I got to get some power because
I got you, Trey. You're a busy man. You need your phone charged.
No, I'm driving Wi-Fi off.
You're driving things?
I am, man.
He's working hard, but
yeah. So 10% in 10% of last year's total in 2 games, and I think, I don't know how many total games they have on their regular season schedule, but I can bet that it's more than 20 games. So they're on track to blow right past last year's total, Will.
Yes.
And that's a super advantage to have guys that are quick. Not only guys that are quick, but they know how to run the bases. You can be fast and not be a good base stealer. Also, you can have just better than average speed and be a great base stealer. It's an art. It's an art, and these guys know how to do it over here on the Cardinals side.
They do, and I think another thing to mention is both of those games were only 4-inning games. We've only played 8 innings this season, and so we're getting a little glance of it. You see the Cardinals with the bat in their hands. They're going to be the visitors for the first time, and you see Coach Rusty Greer writing things out in the dugout. Nice shot of him and the Cardinals, but they're going to have a chance to hit first here in this game as the visitors here at Liberty Christian.
Got a pretty good manicured Van Dyke looking goatee there. I'm going to have to see if I can do that one day.
Might as well try, right?
Yeah, well, I prefer going all the way around my chin, actually.
Well, we'll have to get a shot on that at some point. We'll see if Tim Polster can help us out with that.
I don't think we need to worry about that.
But we do need to worry about giving you this Fort Worth Christian batting order. We did give it to you a moment ago. We'll go again. It's Carney, Emerson, James, Castleberry, Parkerson, Austin, McDonald, Andujar, and then Ward in that starting lineup for the Cardinals.
Very, very interesting today, Will, is both teams were able to take a round of infield before the game. What you do in the regular season, which means that other game got started on time, and umpires did a great job of keeping it on track and getting it through.
And that's what you love to see, right?
Hey, I had somebody come up to me and talk to me a little bit about umpiring, and it's a guy that Blaine McDonald's dad went through umpiring, did some umpiring in the Pac-12, and actually went to professional school, MLB school down in Florida, and graduated in top 3 of his class. It was a great story to talk about, and I think he ended up doing working for the Dallas Fire Department, and it was great to reminisce a little bit about umpiring and the craft and what it means to be on the field. And actually, the crazy thing was Coach Greer's son Mason, when he was playing with Bobby Witt Jr., this guy was on the field for one of the games, and we were broadcasting it over at Heritage, and I had to tell him he missed a call at first base, and he actually agreed. He said he couldn't see it, actually. I don't know that he agreed. He said the sun was in his way, and that day was very difficult. It's tough at first base on that field the way it's oriented. But good, enjoyed meeting him, and hopefully throughout the season we'll have some more opportunity to talk to him, and maybe we can get him down here on the show one day, the pregame, to talk a little bit about umpiring and how that works in high school and in college and pro. He said his first college game he ever did was UT versus Texas State. It was kind of a non-district starter game, but he had no idea when he went down to do that series. That was back when he was 22.
Well, we're ready for some baseball now.
We're ready for some. We are.
Griffin Carney will lead things off. Liberty Christian and Fort Worth Christian battling first of a doubleheader in the first pitch from the right-hander Ben Brown for Liberty Christian. As we are underway, and the 1-0 fires outside. Ben Brown, a commit to Abilene Christian University, the starter for Liberty Christian. That's grounded to short. Zack Drew handles it and throws it across the diamond.
What's that?
And there's one gone here in the top of the first on the ground out to short.
Well, that kind of validates a little bit what we were talking about. These guys are heating up in terms of how they're getting in the box and making contact. And I think we saw a little bit of that right there in the top of the lineup.
Grady Emerson watches the first one, called for a strike. So Ben Brown out of the wind for the 0-1, in there for a strike again.
This guy's throwing some juice.
Division I commit, the right-hander.
Oh, well, I zoned. He's trying to work on something technical issue at the beginning of the game. Wow, he tried to come in the back door with the breaking pitch, didn't he, Will?
Fires outside, a ball and 2 strikes. Yes, Brown to commit to Abilene Christian.
Oh, yeah, you said that.
He shakes off. And out of the wide, the 1-2, Emerson up the middle. Nice range by the shortstop, Zack Drew.
What do we got?
And he got it in time. A couple of 6-3 groundouts to begin this game, and Zack Drew showcasing some range up the middle.
Yeah, that guy's bringing some heat.
That brings in the hero from last night's ball game, Braylon James. And it's fouled away, 0-1 count. Soft tap. Now, Zack Drew, the shortstop for Liberty Christian, who's made the first couple plays of this game, a commit to the University of Central Arkansas, so a pair of Division I shortstops in this game. And a handful of other commits to play D1 at Liberty Christian. A swing and a miss. Brown, one of those D1 commits, blows it past James, and he retires the side in order. We go to the bottom of the first next. It's Cardinal Baseball Live on Tradio. Bottom of the first inning, back with you here on Cardinal Baseball Live on Tradio alongside Trey Bell. I'm Will Connerly. And we have a chance to see Andrew Ridgell getting the start, the right-handed senior, going up against this Liberty Christian lineup. And Drake Hawpe, the first he'll have to face as it's fouled away.
Okay, so he played left field the previous two nights, right? Ridgell?
Correct.
Okay, so. And Jacob's going to left since Ridgell's on the hill, correct?
That's right.
Do we have a DH?
We do indeed. Blaine McDonald. As Ridgell misfires
Who's the DH for?
A ball and a strike.
DH?
McDonald, sir.
No, but who's the DH for? Is he DHing for the pitcher or is he DHing for the left fielder?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
As it's tapped, foul. From what I understand, it would be for the pitcher.
Okay.
That's the starting lineup.
That's the way I would interpret it as well.
But I guess we'll find out together, Trey.
Yeah,
the
right.
1-2.
I think it's a reasonable question.
To the right side. And flipped over from Carney. there to Andujar. Certainly is, with the way Ridgell has been in the order, and he really had a nice swing last night as well. But now having the opportunity to start, and he retires the LSU commit, Drake Hawpe, on a 4-3 ground out to begin the bottom of the first.
Just feels like we got a little more intensity out here today, Will. A little more intensity. We got some pitching, hitting, and defense all showcasing right now.
You got the home team as well, trying to protect their turf.
Actually, and this is the first time in the set that Fort Worth Christian has been the visitors.
That's right. They were home team the first 2 nights, and it paid dividends in terms of walk-off victories. That's fouled straight back by Zack Drew, the shortstop. Ball and a strike the count.
That was a 1-0 changeup. That was fantastic. Got him off stride a little bit, way out in front of it.
Drew, the shortstop, as mentioned, a commit to Central Arkansas, had a couple of nice plays in the field in the top of the first. And he skies this towards center. James is under it. And he makes the grab. 2 outs.
Yep, not the situation that we were dealing with last night. I mean, you still got a little bit of high sky, but you got clouds, you got some reference points, and you're not dealing with any kind of lighting surprise on the baseball. That ball's easy to track the whole way there today.
This brings up the catcher, Alec Andrews. The first 2 retired for Ridgell.
Wow.
Fires it in for a strike, filling up the zone as he paints the outer half.
Well, he's moving the ball in and out. He's changing speeds, which is the mark of a good pitcher.
The 0-1 to Andrews upstairs, and that was one thing in terms of filling up the strike zone, is a lot of bases on balls surrendered yesterday by Fort Worth Christian. However, they were able to battle back. Through 2 games, they've surrendered 10 walks. However, as that ball's hit toward James in center, he grabs it a 1-2-3 frame. Nice start for Andrew Ridgell. No score after an inning. It's Cardinal Baseball Live on Tradio. Top of the second, no score.
These pitchers are dudes. This guy right here on the hill, he definitely is.
As Brown works out of the wide, he retired the side in order in the first. Jaxon Castleberry leading things off, 4, 5, and 6 scheduled to hit. And Castleberry hits that one in the right center field gap. Rolls to the base of the wall. It's extra bases for Jaxon Castleberry and a leadoff double to begin the top of the second for Fort Worth Christian.
Will, I looked away. Tell me something about the swing and the contact.
Really nice hit. He takes it the other way on the outer half and in the right center field gap, Trey. It rolls all the way to the base of the wall. So a double after Ben Brown had a speedy first inning. The right-hander now works out of the stretch here against Jake Parkerson.
You know, this might be a situation where you bunt, Will. Nobody out, runner on second. Visitor.
And the first misses low to Parkerson. The third baseman, Jackson Knapp, playing around even with the bag at third.
Yep. Guy at first base is way behind the bag, man.
Brown delivers outside. 2 balls, no strikes, the count.
Check that first baseman. He's like back on the grass, deep grass. You push one up the right side, and you accomplish everything you want to, and you may actually have a chance to beat it out.
2 balls, no strikes, a friendly count to Parkerson. That's way outside. No need to bunt now because Castleberry will easily take third on the wild pitch.
Yeah, the whole dynamic changed when you get a runner on base, because now instead of going from your favorite wind-up position, you're in the stretch and you got to check somebody. You got to change your timing and your rhythm that you used in the first inning, right? I'm talking about the pitcher.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, just want to make sure.
I don't know who else goes in the windup, so. Brown.
It definitely is Saturday, isn't it?
Gets back in the zone, a 3-1 count. Fires another one in there, so it's full to Parkerson. Parkerson, so far on the year, he's 1 for 4.
I expect to see a hook right here after 2 straight fastballs.
So we'll see if he does. It's a full count.
Nope, challenged him.
Parkerson had a really nice double yesterday. And he draws a free pass here. The first 2 have reached here on the top of the second for Fort Worth Christian.
Now, you know I'm an Atlanta Braves fan, right? You know that, Will?
Yeah, you brought up their legendary pitching coach throughout the
Tell you
duration
what.
of the broadcast yesterday.
I guess it's too early in the game to do this, but there were a lot of times when I saw the Braves playing in that, the stretch of the 90s where they were the most dominant team in baseball. And
a check on first and third. Hank Austin up at the plate, the catcher.
And on first and third, Bobby Cox loved to do a safety squeeze, get the runner from first to second. With the speed that the Cardinals have, though, they might not have to worry about that.
Brown, as we mentioned, the Abilene Christian commit, had a quick 1-2-3 inning in the first. However, the first 2 have reached against the right-hander here in the second. He takes a check at first. The runner at first, Parkerson, who drew the free pass. It was Castleberry, who led off the inning with a double, advance to third on a wild pitch. And Austin fouls that one back. Austin, he got aboard in opening night, drawing a free pass, looking for his first hit of the 2026 campaign. It would come at a good time here, trying to give the Cardinals the lead. And he takes it for a called strike. So a ball and 2 strikes the count, with runners on the corners and nobody down. Brown with another check at first base with Parkerson the runner. You mentioned this is a very speedy team, 9 stolen bases through 2 games.
Well, he was actually not worried about the lead. He was trying to get him looking down, the runner looking down, Ooh.
And an off speed doesn't catch the zone, evens the count. Good discipline by Austin to lay off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brown delivers, and it's Austin who's caught looking for strike 3.
Coach Greer running through a bunch of signals down there at third base. Well, I think we might see something play out here. Nope.
Alec Andrews, the catcher for Liberty Christian, doing a good job to block it and keep it in front, saving a run. With Blaine McDonald, the designated hitter, at the plate. A 1-0 count as Brown kicks and deals and fires a strike. So first and third, one gone, top of the second, with no score in the ball game.
Well, I guess the other thing too, Will, is if you keep that runner at first base, keep the first baseman on the bag, you give your hitter a little more opportunity to push it through if coach feels like they may be more inside out on this guy.
That misses outside. The other side of that, though, is if you do get to advance it, you would eliminate that double play depth up the middle as well.
That's right.
3-1 the count to McDonald.
Oh,
and
yeah, he was looking for it
laces
right
one
there,
to the right side, but a diving catch made by Hawpe out in center, and he throws it back to first, but not in time, and a sacrifice fly out to center field. Jaxon Castleberry comes across to score, but upon further review, the umpire says he did not tag up in time, so it's a double play to end the inning. Drake Hawpe, the LSU commit, makes an outstanding diving grab, and they tag up third, but not in time. They throw it over to the bag, and that ends the inning. What a crazy finish.
Let's see if we got a replay on the runner.
To this frame.
I don't know if he does.
You're just trying to find a way out. I don't want to tell you how to live, but I just don't want you to miss. And I don't mean to scare you. I want you to live, and I dare you to give this life all you have. Yeah, all you
Andrew Ridgell getting ready to begin his second inning of work. Really impressive 1-2-3 frame that the senior right-hander put together in the first. A swing and a foul back by Tyler King. The cleanup man in the order is 4, 5, and 6 due up for Liberty Christian. Tyler King, the right fielder and a Texas State commit.
Yeah, Will, I'll tell you what, in the top of the second, that ball was laced into right center. That was a great play by their center fielder.
Yes, Blaine McDonald had a good piece on it, but Drake Hawpe, the LSU pledge, was able to make the diving grab, and then they go tag up at third to end the frame, a double play, saying Castleberry did not tag up in time, and that's how the inning ended after the first two reached. It was a double, then a walk, and a really big opportunity for a threat, but the double play from 8-3-5, how you score that, and Trey, that ultimately ended the frame. And so Ridgell goes back out there after he had a 1-2-3 first, and that's grounded to short, and Emerson sliding but can't keep it in front, and it goes to the outfield on the backhanded attempt, and it's Tyler King who represents the first base runner this afternoon for Liberty Christian. Trey Ridgell, a guy who threw 23 innings last season in 10 appearances, did have one start. Went 3-1 with a save as well. That's popped up right side.
Somebody's got to get the first.
And it drops in foul territory. He had 25 strikeouts and 10 walks, allowed 7 earned runs in his 23 innings of work 1 year ago. Tries to work with a runner aboard at first in Tyler King. That's blocked by Hank Austin, keeping King at first. Paul Fussell, the second baseman, up at the plate. The 1-1. Fouled away. So Ridgell working with Hank Austin, the backstop. We'll see what they want to go to here. With a ball and 2 strikes, the count here to Paul Fussell. He calls for a time. Fussell playing second base. Runner is off. Austin throwing down to second. Not in time. Tyler King swipes second base.
Yeah, too big of a jump. Really good job by that guy.
So Fussell at the plate now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Paul Fussell, the second baseman, a North Central Texas college commit.
Wow. I mean, there's, like you said, we got a lot of guys playing at the next level next year, don't we?
Certainly on both sides. 5 for the Cardinals, along with plenty on the side for Liberty Christian.
The Warriors.
The Warriors. And the Cardinals battling here. As that's stopped in front by Austin, but goes for ball 3, so a full count now. That's upstairs for ball 4. So the first 2 have reached just as the Cardinals had the first 2 reach last half inning. The Warriors do the same here in the bottom of the second. And we'll see if the Cardinals, like the Warriors did, can keep them off the scoreboard in a tough situation. 2 on, nobody out. Justice Childers, the designated hitter, up to the plate. And squaring around to bunt, it goes foul. Jake Parkerson, the third baseman for Fort Worth Christian, just like Paul Fussell, who drew the free pass. He, too, is a North Central Texas college commit, so they'll both be going to play for the same team in college, but opponents today. Childers, the DH, though, tried to square around. We'll see if he does it again. With first and second and nobody out, trying to advance 2 into scoring position. He pulls back and throw down to second, and 2 runners caught at second base.
It's the one that came from first is out.
Wow. Hank Austin throws it down to second, and they get an out of it.
Smart play by the second baseman right there, Will.
Two guys cannot occupy a bag.
And the guy that was there first,
and
the guy that was, well, they can, but not safely. the guy that's there first gets the priority. The guy that came second is the one that's out when he tagged them both. Yeah, what you're saying is correct.
It misfires. Right, so you had 2 on the bag at the same time. Not something you often see, but in that situation, yes, one of them will be deemed out upon that tag, and you saw him.
Now, if the guy at first had actually hit the bag and started toward third, he'd have been out for passing that runner.
As that is popped up, foul territory.
Going to come down and hit you. Catch it. Boom. Yeah, I don't think it's 2-2. I got 1-2. Let's see.
So Justice Childers, the DH.
You got the count? I fell behind.
1-2, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I think.
That misfires inside.
Nope, I was wrong. 3-2.
All right, so we got a full count here with 1 runner aboard at second, 1 gone. And Childers grounded to the right side, snagged by Emerson, and he gets the lead runner. What a great defensive play by the Cardinals shortstop.
Well, when he initially got up, he was going to plan on coming up and firing it to first because he got a cannon for an arm. And you know what? That guy from second base crossed him, and he saw it, and he didn't even adjust his feet. He just shifted his hips and was able to get something on it to third base. An amazing play, actually.
So Justice Childers
a replay-worthy play if we actually have it on
a
replay.
fielder's choice, and it's fouled back. Drew Holmes, the left fielder, fouls it back, but Justice Childers now aboard at first on the fielder's choice. 6-5 it goes down in the scorebook after Grady Emerson made an outstanding diving play and went to go to third to get the lead runner for the second out of the inning. Childers, the runner, at first they take a check on him. Another one of the Warriors, commits to the next level, going to play at Southern Nazarene, a Division II school in the Great American Conference.
So what you see right here, Will, is a lot of adrenaline on both sides, and that leads to some base running.
Well, you saw both teams had the first 2 guys on in the second with nobody out. And we'll see as that is hit towards center and side retired.
Let's see if we can get a replay. Have you got a replay? Have you got a replay of that?
So 2 on, nobody out, no problem. For Ridgell, he gets out of it. We go to the third.
Let's see, maybe we got a replay coming.
me. Don't get it twisted. We're on a mission to live life legendary. Yeah, we are legendary. We are legendary. We are not ordinary. We are legendary. You will remember our names. We are legendary. Living extraordinary. We are legendary. You will remember our names. Thin our blood. You're one of us. You're one of us. There's strength in our blood. You're one of us.
All right, so we get ready for the third inning. He's Trey Bell. I'm Will Connerly. It's Cardinal Baseball Live on Tradio. Maybe we'll get your wish granted soon, Trey. I want to see that, too. It was an outstanding play, what we teased going to break on the Grady Emerson diving backhand to go to third to get the second out of the inning. And a big reason why Fort Worth Christian was able to get out of the inning after the first two reached. The same situation the Cardinals had in the second when they had two on, nobody out, and neither team able to score. You get your wish here. Here's the replay.
We'll see.
So there's a glimpse of what the shortstop.
That's all right. That's good.
Started.
That's fine.
And a misfires. So you got Antonio Andujar at the plate to lead off the top of the third inning. Ben Brown, the right-hander. 2 scoreless frames so far, and he issues a free pass, the second walk he surrendered in this game. And that brings up the 9th hitter in the order, Jacob Ward. Freshman getting his first start. Mention came in to courtesy run on opening night, scored what was the tying run, popped down to first, and they check back safe in time as Andujar. Now Jacob Ward, the freshman. The 9th hitter in the order. But the leadoff man getting on in back-to-back innings for the Cardinals, and that's a little dribbler right out in front of the catcher. Going to be a tough play, diving into first, not in.
They got a foul ball.
They call a foul ball. So
Yep.
It looked like he was going to be retired on a nice play by Alec Andrews, the catcher, but instead an opportunity for Jacob Ward as they rule it a foul ball on the little dribbler that sat right in front of the turf on the right side.
Coach Jordan over there at for Liberty Christian wasn't enamored with that call. So we've had some bangers here already.
Yeah, some close calls.
And we're only in the top of the third.
Certainly to end the second for Fort Worth Christian. The double play was a bang-bang play that did not go the Cardinals' way. Thought they had tagged up and scored a run, but when they went to go check, deeming that Castleberry left early there.
Oh, there's a...
And that's right back to Brown. He goes to short. Soft toss to short, and Jacob Ward is going to reach on the fielder's choice. Brown, though, the pitcher, goes back to second for the first out. And there is one gone here in the top of the third inning.
I think Coach Greer may be arguing that when the guy had finally got control, he was past the bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Had a few weird words.
He did. He's just putting something in that outfielder's, the umpire number 2, the field umpire, putting a little bit in his brain there.
Griffin Carney called for a strike. Another check. Ward getting back in time. So Andujar began the inning with a walk, and then Ward hit it right back to the pitcher, Brown, who went to get the lead runner. Carney grounds it to third.
Everybody's
That bobbles for a moment and not going to catch the speedy Griffin Carney. And now 2 on for Grady Emerson.
Gryffindor right there, got down the line. I don't know what his nickname is. That one just came right out, the Harry Potter nickname.
There, I know you're known for making nicknames, so we'll see what sticks. But it does seem that there's really no margin for error on infielders when you're going up against Carney because he's so fast.
Grady Good Times Emerson. You've heard of Grady's, right?
I have Mr. Emerson at the plate now, and he watches it for ball 1. First and second, 1 out. No score here in the top of the 3rd inning. Emerson came up with the bases loaded in the 4th in the season opener, ended the ball game. And he goes to the backside. Base hit for Grady Emerson, and the bases are juiced. And now Fort Worth Christian going to send a man home. It's Jacob Ward who scores the go-ahead run. And Grady Emerson will advance to second and third. And nobody out. What a nice piece of hitting by the senior shortstop. He's known for being able to use the entire field, and he goes the other way. Ultimately, it manufactures a run on the throwing error coming home.
Well, I'm going to tell you that what made this work is that the guys that put the ball in play. Everybody's put the ball in play this inning, right?
Well, Andujar, he drew a free pass.
Yeah.
But you're right, 3 straight in play, including Carney and Emerson, who are standing on the base paths.
This is a 50-point bump in batting average when the infield comes in like that.
So all 4 infielders pinched in. Carney, a speedy runner at third, and James struck out swinging in his first at-bat, watches one for ball 1. Second and third, 1 out. Here in the top of the 3rd inning, as the Cardinals have struck first in this game, Jacob Ward, who got on via a fielder's choice, comes across to score. As Brown kicks and delivers, and he fools James right there for a swing and a miss.
Now,
James fouls that away. James has really put some good swings through the first 2 days of the season, highlighted by what ended the game certainly last night with a game-ending double, but he's got a pair of doubles already on the year. And he watches that one. Coming into today, James, the 3rd place hitter in the order for Fort Worth Christian, at the plate now. 3 for 4 with a pair of doubles, 3 RBIs, and a bases on balls as well. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he is rung up as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. And that brings up Jaxon Castleberry, who did double to lead off the 2nd, but ultimately ended the 2nd when he was caught leaving too early at 3rd. We'll see if he can come through with 2 outs.
they might be careful with him, Will. No, I'm going to go right in. Hey, I got my dude on the hill, and he's going to pump fastballs. I'm hearing a little grunt. Did you hear that?
Oh, yes. That's Ben Brown. The right-hander coming set. Takes a deep breath, kicks, and delivers. Another grunt. See a lot of pitchers do that. Or here, I guess. But Castleberry at the plate now. 1 for 3 coming into today. Has a pair of hits so far on the year. And to the left side. Gathered at 3rd by Jackson Knapp. On to 1st in time. And the Cardinals strand a pair, but they take the lead And they're up by a run as we go to the bottom of the third here on Cardinal Baseball Live on Tradio.
We are legendary. We are not ordinary. We are legendary. You will remember our names. We are legendary. Living extraordinary. We are legendary. You will remember our names. You will remember our names. You will remember our names.
A 1-0 lead for Fort Worth Christian as we begin the bottom of the third. A couple scoreless frames so far for Andrew Ridgell, who begins another inning of work, facing 8-9-1 in the Warriors lineup. And the first one lifted to center field by the first baseman Max Dean, and he is retired. One pitch, one out here in the bottom of the third. That brings up the third baseman, Jackson Knapp, as Ridgell comes set and fires a strike. Mentioned Ridgell, 10 appearances, 1 start a year ago, and about 23 innings of action. He's been effective. Misfires high. Through 2 1/3 for Ridgell. One ball, one strike. Here to Knapp. Ridgell kicks and delivers, and that's up and right. Castleberry is under it, and he makes the grab. So a pair of flyouts. To begin the bottom of the third. One to center, one there to right to Castleberry. And that'll flip it back to the top of the order. Here's Drake Hawpe. He grounded out to second in his first appearance up at the plate in the first inning. Hawpe made a nice play in center defensively in the second. That ended the threat for Fort Worth Christian when they were at the plate. On a diving grab for one of the top prospects in the class of 2027. Swinging it from the left side, playing center. And commit to LSU. 2-0 the count as Ridgell looks for a 1-2-3 frame. And it's Hawpe who fouls it up the left side. 2 balls and a strike at the count.
LSU? No, sorry, that's my hat requires that I say that, Will, one time.
Is that right? For the viewers that don't see your hat, you will have to explain, right? Or will we need to get a shot of that?
You can explain it.
Ridgell comes set and delivers, and
It's a rip.
Hawpe absolutely torches this one over the right field wall, and it's a home run. They got a hold of it on a hitter-friendly count. And the ball game is tied at 1. So he's rounding the bases.
They called it a foul ball.
Thinking he had a home run. Interesting situation here, Trey. Typically when it's called foul, you don't see the player run around the base paths.
Wow. He absolutely murdered that pitch.
He did.
I don't know if we have a shot of it from one of our cameras, but it was a bomb.
Well, here is another look. So not a home run, called a foul ball, and we're getting another glance of it here.
I don't see it going over, do you? It's a tough one, huh? Can't see it.
Tough to see. One thing we do know, though, is that he certainly got a hold of it. Although a foul ball, and now 2 balls and 2 strikes the count, so Ridgell could still have a 1-2-3 frame, Trey. Despite running around the base pass, I thought typically you see the player stop, but ultimately he had to go back to the box after that trip around the base paths. Yeah. And Drake Hawpe now watches that one for ball 3. The count is full.
Is his bat purple and gold?
It is.
He's getting locked in, isn't he?
He is.
He's ready. Go Tigers. Or go Tigers.
The junior hitting with a full count against the senior in Ridgell, who comes set. He deals, and it's ball 4. He's got purple batting gloves as well that he takes off as he walks down to first base, and that'll bring up Zack Drew.
Is that their color as well? Black and purple or black and navy?
Blue.
Okay.
Dark blue.
Okay, so he's got
for Liberty Christian.
Got it.
But purple, you know.
Yeah, I know.
For the Tigers.
Yeah, go Tigers.
Zack Drew now up to the plate with 2 outs. He flew out to center in his first at bat. And the shortstop digs in, takes the first for a ball. A couple of nice defensive plays early on in this ball game. The Central Arkansas pledge trying to start things. So we thought the ball game was tied on a solo home run for the moment. Drake Hawpe instead ruled a foul ball, and he draws a free pass after that to extend this frame. And we again did get a glance at it, but with the reflection that at least we're looking at, it was really hard to tell one way or another. But
the right guy jumped in for the call, though.
The home plate umpire?
Yes. Yeah.
It was just interesting, Trey, because typically
actually nobody was on base, so it's actually that guy's call. Field umpire, so he must have signaled it.
Right, but the interesting thing is typically the batter won't run all the way around the bases, Trey.
Yeah, I don't actually. He knew it was close, because when he rounded first base, he looked back and he pointed to it because he knew it was going to be close. Now,
but then he kept running.
Yeah, but that's okay. I probably would have done the same thing if I hit a ball that hard. You know.
Oh yes.
That guy's.
I don't know what I'd do if I hit it that hard.
He torched it.
Yes. He certainly got a hold of it. But
it's a long strike.
And it's damage control because it's just a free pass instead.
Sure.
Not something you want, but you'll take that opposed to the alternative of a solo home run that could have tied the ball game or would have tied the ball game. So you've got Zack Drew up at the plate after a quick visit to the hill. Ridgell comes set.
I don't think one run's going to win this game.
And delivers. Misfires outside.
What do you think, Will?
You know, both arms have been effective. Ben Brown's looked pretty good. It was a tough sequence to even put the run on him. I know he allowed a double in the second. Nobody scored. So there's been traffic. I'd agree with you. You're going to need more than just one tally for sure. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second. Hawpe takes the bag. Emerson gets in front of it as he has to go to the other side of second on the throw from Austin.
Second baseman got it. Second base recovered. Emerson was backing up.
So Drew at the plate.
There's a strike. Sorry, Will. Oh,
And ball lifted toward left. Ward's under it. And he makes the grab. So Liberty Christian, they draw a 2-out walk, but strand it, and we continue. Off to the fourth, 1-0 lead for the Cardinals. Here. Jake Parkerson leading things off here in the top of the fourth inning. And Parkerson lifts it towards left. And there to make the grab is Drew Holmes. So just as Ridgell had 1 pitch and 1 out last half inning, same result here to start the fourth as Parkerson's retired on the flyout.
And we've seen those fly balls, and they were similar to what we saw each of the last 2 nights. But we're in the day. We're in the day with a light and sky, and we're not dealing with transition between dark and light with the lighting package they have here. So they've both been caught with no problem. That's kind of what I was saying.
Austin watches that one, a ball and a strike of the count. Brown working quickly. It's fouled back. Austin was caught looking in the second inning. Brown threw 3 1/3. Has surrendered just 2 hits, 3 strikeouts. And strike 3 is called on Austin. A couple of backwards Ks for the Cardinals backstop, and it brings up Blaine McDonald. He was the one who really had a good piece in the second, but Drake Hawpe made a great play in center, and it actually ended an inning where the Cardinals got the first 2 on with nobody out, and perhaps a little bit of a controversial play. Rusty Krieger wanted an explanation about that one. However, that ended the frame. That's when we thought Castleberry scored on a sacrifice fly, but instead ruled to have left early as that's bounced, and Alec Andrews unable to scoop it up. No consequence with nobody aboard, just ball 2. 2-0 count here to Blaine McDonald. We'll see if he can't replicate another solid swing like he had in the second, despite a tough result of a double play happening because of it. And McDonald hop up right side and out in right. It's grabbed by Tyler King for the 3rd out. So an efficient 4th inning for Ben Brown through 4. he has dealt. However, his team is down by a run. Cardinals on top. We'll be back on Tradio. New arm into the game for Fort Worth Christian here in the bottom of the fourth. In the first two games of the season, it was the bottom of the fourth where the game ended. And it ended via walk-off victories for the Cardinals. Now the visitors today and a new arm into the game. And we'll see what Brenner James can do as the junior right-hander goes to work in his first outing of the young season, working against 3, 4, and 5 in the order for Liberty Christian. James sees that one sail. Brenner James, an inning and 2/3 across 2 appearances 1 year ago. So limited work in the 2025 campaign for the junior righty.
He looks completely composed, Will. I mean, you said something about composure in one of our discussions, and this guy looks like he's under control. He's not doesn't look like he's necessarily overthrowing after the first 3 pitches. You just got to find that arm slot.
As he works against Alec Andrews, and that's in for a strike. 3, 4, and 5 up in the order. And a 3-1 awaits to Andrews, who flew out to center. And that's ball 4. So after Ridgell works 3 scoreless frames, a call to the bullpen here to the junior righty Brenner James. Related to Braylon James, the senior outfielder. His
more than related, Will. Come on now.
brothers.
Yeah, right. Related means that's his cousin.
Well,
No.
I mean, if you're related, you're brothers.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but
I always appreciate Trey Bell's 2 cents, so that is good stuff. So, brother to the center fielder and the senior in Braylon James.
yeah.
And the 3rd place hitter in the order has really been impressive with the bat through a few games this season. Now he's got his little brother on the mound.
backing him up at second base. I'm sure really happy to see him in the game on the hill.
Just had an inning and 2/3 of work as a sophomore. Comes in a big spot, a one-run ball game.
That's a nice pitch, Will.
Here it is,
Right
junior
on the
campaign.
Outer half at the knees. That's where he's got to stay to be successful. Just line up the Warriors of Liberty. They are big and they are aggressive with a stick.
Tyler King. He singled in his first at-bat. We were playing the MISL Crusaders yesterday, a homeschool team out of San Marcos. Well, it's Tyler King who will be headed to San Marcos, a Texas State commit. Swing and a miss there by King.
Look, that guy was looking for a fastball, and he got something that started in the same spot as that other fastball did, and then it just fell off the table. It's a great pitch, great spot.
So James comes set, trying to work around a leadoff walk. And another fooling of Tyler King. And he's down on strikes. Back-to-back fantastic off-speed pitches from the right-hander.
Throw a few more pitches like that, and you get to choose where you're going to dinner that night.
You think so?
Yeah, on the family meal. You got it.
I didn't know that's how it works. You
No,
can
I
choose
don't
dinner.
know.
I might have to get out there. So Trey
Yeah,
Bell will
you
have us
may.
all steak dinners, I
Yeah,
think.
no way. Man, you got you came to
sure.
the pizza deal, right?
That's up and in. Ball one. Paul Fussell at the plate. He saw 4 balls in the second inning. Led off that frame with a walk. No, that's what we heard. That everybody with Tradio free steak dinners.
Yeah.
So we appreciate that, Trey. As it's slow and inside.
Oh.
2-0 the
Well, I
count.
can tell you that I didn't expect to order the largest pizzas on the menu at Grimaldi's, and I turned my head, and between you and London, you've like taken half the pizzas off the deck. Yeah.
I don't think you're remembering correctly, but we appreciate you bringing that up. And it is a pop down to first, not in time. Andrews able to get back. But I think we'll have more of the refreshments. Appreciate that. All you do to help us out.
You know what? That was great. We got some really good feedback on how to get better, and that's what we're striving to do on those team events.
James, ball 4. So a couple of walks sandwiched in between there was a really nice strikeout of Tyler King, but he's come in out of the bullpen and gone walk, strikeout, walk, and it brings up Justice Childers, the NCAA Division II commit to Southern Nazarene, up to the plate with runners on first and second. And one gone here in the bottom of the fourth in a one-run ball game. The go-ahead run now for the Warriors on the base paths, and that warrants a mound visit.
It's here.
So a visit on the hill now.
I think it's this guy.
Fussell, after drawing the free pass with runners on first and second and one gone.
Not sure. Okay.
Not sure about what. So a visit to the reliever, Brenner James, the junior right-hander, trying to lock back into the zone. Childers.
That was Coach Hampton that made the mound visit that time.
Appreciate that, Trey. First and second, one gone. Bottom of inning number 4. After the visit by John Hampton.
Coach Hampton, exactly.
So he goes to talk to the junior. who will try to lock back into the zone and protect this one-run lead. And it misses low on an off-speed offering. We saw after Coach Hampton made a visit yesterday, there was immediately a little bit of locked back into the zone action. And so sometimes it can have that effect, as you brought up yesterday, Trey, a brilliant point. We'll see if it can have this same response here in a critical part of the game here in the bottom of the fourth. Just a one-run lead for the Cardinals. Brenner James fires, and it misses low. Here to Justice Childers. Got aboard via a 6'5 fielder's choice. Last time that was the fantastic play that the shortstop Grady Emerson made. Diving backhand, and he went to third to get the lead runner, which allowed the man at the plate, Justice Childers, to reach.
Dangerous pitch coming up, Will. 2 balls, no strikes. He's going to be looking dead red right here. What a pitch.
Right down the middle.
Yeah.
Childers watches it, and that is a big pitch for James to get back in the zone. Did not want to fall behind 3-0 with Drew Holmes waiting on deck.
I think he surprised the. I think Brenner surprised him a little bit with that move and how he got the ball to the plate so quickly.
Looking at second. He delivers. And that's been the interesting thing. The command has abandoned him a little bit in his first inning of relief out of the bullpen. With a pair of walks, 1 strikeout, but the most effective pitch he has had was that breaking balls. Those breaking balls he threw to Tyler King were really good, got him to strike out. Tried to go back to it there despite being down in the count 2-1, and we'll see what he offers here on a 3-1 pitch. James. Another ball that just doesn't cut into the zone, and now it's Austin and James who are having a little communication. That's one thing not a lot of people realize. When the runner's on second, all the sides get changed up, and it looked like perhaps it was a little cross-up there. Either way, it was ball 4. The bases are juiced now. Big spot.
1 out. Infield flies in effect.
Oh, yes. I know you liked bringing that up yesterday, breaking it down for us.
Well, it's just important to umpires are out there letting each other know. Just want to make sure our audience knows.
Oh,
as well.
definitely. You're keeping us informed. James fires a strike as Drew Holmes hits with the bases loaded, tying around 90 feet away for the Warriors. Brenner James trying to leave 3 on the base paths with 1 gone here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
I'm seeing a 2-hopper to turn 2, Grady Emerson.
All right, speak it into existence. We'll see. Ball 1 as it misfires outside. So the bases are juiced. You've got Andrews on third, Fussell at second, Childers over at first. They all reached on walks. So it's Brenner James trying to work in and now out of trouble here. And it misses low.
He's doing too much thinking, Will. He's got to just throw the ball, you know what I mean? I got 2 balls and 1 strike. How about you?
Yes, sir. 2 balls and a strike.
I like the fact that you're keeping a book. That's next level, actually.
As the right-hander comes set with the bases loaded in a massive spot, and that ball's grounded through the left side. 1 run comes across the score. The Warriors go station to station. Big round around third, but back in time is Paul Fussell. However, the game is tied on an RBI single for Drew Holmes. Everybody advances.
You know, this did I advance the inning? I didn't mean to advance the inning.
And so now
and rebuild it.
Well, you're all good. Bottom of the fourth inning.
I had to go back.
And a 1-1 score.
Oh, yeah, right.
As Drew Holmes drives in a run. And so Renner James will have his outing come to a conclusion, and a new arm will come into the game when we come back.
Will, the challenge going on here is that it's a time limit situation. Are we getting close to that? No, I guess not. We started at 12:30.
Jacob Pegg, the new arm into the game with the bases loaded. As the Cardinals make another pitching change, the third arm used here in this game, second in the inning. And Pegg comes in the toughest spot possible as a reliever, with the bases juiced in a tie game, trying to protect his team from going down, with Max Deem at the plate.
We just need strikes.
And a 1-0. That scoots away from the catcher, Austin, and a run comes across to score. And we have a 2-1 ball game in favor of the Warriors. So Liberty Christian taking the lead, and it's interesting. We've seen wild things happen in the bottom of the fourth inning in each of the first three games for the Cardinals. It came in the form of walk-off victories for them the first two nights, but here this afternoon, in the first of two games we have today, it was, well, now Liberty Christian scoring a pair of runs at the bottom of the fourth to now take the lead. Runners on second and third, a 2-0 count. Pegg, the first man he sees, Max Deem at the plate. And that's upstairs, a 3-0 count. So the walks were a little bit of the problem during that 6-run inning yesterday that the Crusaders were able to put together, with 6 walks and a pair of errors in the frame alone. Peg fires a strike.
Don't know what kind of cheer that was, but it was a great way to answer it.
So 3 of the first 5 batters have walked here in this fourth.
I completely blew the time limit comment. Forgot that we started at 12:32. So we're only an hour and 20 minutes into this hour.
That's grounded through the middle with the infield in. 1 run comes across to score, and another comes across as well as Drew Holmes is able to come in standing up. Max Dean with a pair of RBIs, and it's a 4-1 lead for Liberty Christian. Oh, with a tough situation with everybody pinched in. Just 1 out, though, the play that you have, and it gets through, and it brings up the 9th place hitter in the order, Jaxon now. First pitch swinging, fouls it back. So the junior right-hander, Jacob Peg, trying to stop the bleeding here in the bottom of the 4th inning. An 0-1 count with 1 down and 1 on. And that is up towards right field. Castleberry chasing for it. And it drops in foul territory. So a 3-run deficit. Wasn't too much for the Cardinals to overcome yesterday. They were down 6-3, ultimately come back to win 7-6 in walk-off fashion. They face another 3-run deficit here today. And now Peg trying to keep it at that. 0-2 here tonight. Peg kicks, delivers, and that is up in center. Out in right, actually, it's Castleberry who makes the grab for the second out. And that brings up Drake Hawpe, 0 for 1 today. Drew a free pass in the 3rd, but before he drew a free pass, he probably had the hardest hit ball of the day. All it was, though, is a foul ball. But for a moment, we thought perhaps it was a solo home run that would have tied the game at 1-1. And so he's up to the plate again here with 2 outs. The big, strong junior center fielder. Watches the first 2 outside the zone. He, like Emerson, being such a highly rated prospect, we talked about this yesterday, but getting good pitches to hit, it's few and far between, with pitchers wanting to proceed with caution. And we'll see how Peg approaches it. He bounces that, and it allows Max Dean to go from first to second. As the first 3 have not really been pitches that Drake Hawpe has had an opportunity to hit, being outside the zone. The delivery up and outside, and a 4-pitch walk issued to Drake Hawpe. That brings up Zack Drew, who has a couple flyouts to the outfield so far in the game. What has been a lengthy bottom of the 4th inning, as the 9th different Warrior comes up to the plate here in this frame. Jacob Pegg fires up and in. It was the bullpen yesterday where we saw some things start to fall apart a little bit for the Cardinals before they had such a great comeback. They'll try to do the same again today, but a little bit of the same we're seeing here. You mentioned one run probably wasn't going to do it. And now down 4-1 after a big inning here by the Warriors with 9 different Liberty Christian batters coming up to the plate here in this frame. Runners on first and second here with 2 outs as Pegg will try to strand him and keep it at a 3-run deficit as he delivers to Drew. It's lifted up to the outfield, and this time in center, it's James who grabs it. We'll be back next on Tradio. Four-one score. Cardinals trail by 3 as we start the top of the 5th inning. Alongside Trey Bell, I'm Will Connerly. Longest game we've played now this year, Trey.
Yeah, it's been great defense so far, Will, except for that last inning. The Cardinals kind of gave them a bunch of free passes. That extended it, but we've played more innings at a faster clip. We'll be out of here in the last two nights.
As the top of the 5th has started, so it's the longest game that we have now seen this year after the last 2 ended at the bottom of the 4th. Antonio Andujar at the plate, fouls it away. New arm into the game is Ryan Floyd. He delivers the 0-2. It's a swing and a miss.
Yeah, he made up his mind he was going to swing on that 2-strike pitch before he saw the pitch.
Brings up the freshman Jacob Ward. Had a tapper back to the pitcher, at the time Ben Brown, who went to second. And Ward reached on a fielder's choice. Foul back. The count even to the freshman left fielder here against the new arm into the game, Ryan Floyd, a junior right-hander. Good fastball velocity in the upper 80s.
Wonder where that last pitcher was on the gun. He actually, the guy that was grunting, going to ACU. I have no idea, but I'll tell you, he was. He looked like he had a little bump on it.
Certainly had some solid stuff. Ben Brown.
But we're in a situation now where we need base runners. You can't get 3 runs with one swing. Got to put a crooked number up right here and start scratching into it. I don't think we're going to get past 6 innings, though.
So there's a base runner. Jacob Ward draws a walk.
That's a freshman, right?
Indeed, making his first start of the year.
Now, he was in to run for somebody last night, so he must
Opening night as a courtesy runner.
So he must have some speed as well on the bases. Must be smart.
Scored the tying run against Bishop Lynch. Now out and left today, definitely agree. Has some good speed.
That is some confidence right there. First pitch, deuce right on the outer half. Little slider, I guess.
That's up, foul territory. Andrews makes the catch in front of the netting. So Carney pops out in foul territory, and it brings up Grady Emerson. Ball 1 to the senior shortstop, facing Ryan Floyd. Just trying to work around a 1-out walk here in the 5th. Emerson grounds it to the right side, on to first, and they say he did stay on the bag. We go to the bottom of the 5th.
He's going to ask him to check home plate on it. No.
We start the bottom of the 5th alongside Trey Bell. I'm Will Connerly. It's Cardinal Baseball Live on Tradio. Jacob Pegg out there again, his first full inning of work now after coming in relief in the 4th. A big hack by Alec Andrews. 0-1 count after the swing and a miss, Trey.
That was a perfect starting pitch, Will, low and away, right on the edge of the strike zone. If you can live there, you can be very successful.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-2 count.
Looks like that had a little bend to it, didn't it?
It did. They painted that outer half.
Going to bury it away here, I think.
Well, Austin was set up outside. That caught perhaps a little bit more of the plate than maybe Peg would have wanted, and Andrews fouls it away. Get your low and outside right there for a ball. Not a bad miss on 0-2. Ward's there to make the grab. One gone. Brings up Tyler King. 1 for 2 today. First misfires low, due up for the Cardinals next inning. 3, 4, and 5 in the order. Fouled away right side. First thing you got to deal with, the cleanup man for Liberty Christian. Up and in, 2 balls and a strike now the count to Tyler King. As Peg comes set. It's grounded left side. Parkerson on to first, and Duhar able to make the grab. 2 gone.
When was the last time we had 2 outs with nobody on base? Well, it's been pretty.
First inning.
Yeah.
You had 2 outs, nobody on in the third, but then Hawpe eventually drew a walk. So I guess when he came to the plate, it was a similar situation, and only 4 were faced in the third with Ridgell, but the first was a 1-2-3 frame for the starter in Ridgell. But then the leadoff man got aboard in the second. They batted all their players in the third. That's popped up.
That's out of play, Will.
Right side and out of play. So looking for an efficient inning again. The heart of the order upcoming for the Cardinals. Next frame, trying to get there just down by 3, a deficit they overcame one day ago.
Might be a bit more challenging against this squad.
Ryan Floyd, who came in relief last inning, certainly had some good stuff, and that eats up Parkerson at third, gets to the outfield, and the inning continues as Fussell reaches base, and that will bring up Justice Childers.
Got to be a goldfish on that one. You know what I'm talking about, right? Worry about the next batter.
Short memory. It's lifted toward the left side, but out in foul territory.
Where are we in their order, Will?
Sixth hitter up in Justice Childers.
He got a lot of barrel on that one.
Reached on a fielder's choice in the second, walked in the fourth. It's his third plate appearance this afternoon. Up and in. That's ripped to the left side. Ward comes up on it, but Childers will have a single. It advances Fussell 90 feet, first and second, here with 2 outs. So after you mentioned 2 down, nobody on, well now 2 on here with 2 out for Drew Holmes. Holmes had a RBI hit and came around to score in the fourth. That's grounded to Emerson. He'll get the lead man out at third, side retired. Back to action here on Cardinal Baseball Live on Tradio here in the 6th inning. 3, 4, and 5 due up in the order for Fort Worth Christian alongside Trey Bell. I'm Will Connerly. The first of 2 games we have for you today. And the new arm into the game, bringing the heat, Paul Fussell. Fires it in for a strike.
Wow, Will, that had some mustard on it. That was a ball that got there fast. You can see where James is a bit behind on it.
Oh, check that. Not Fussell. Thought it was 7 Trey. Looks like number
1.
1.
Right.
So that is their center fielder and LSU commit.
Oh, no. Let's see.
And Drake Hawpe
that is
out on the hill.
Yep.
So I got a little bit deked. Apologies for that. Not Fussell, who is
I don't know.
also on their squad, but it is number 1, Drake Hawpe. Getting another glance at him. And certainly can be deceiving, though, because that one.
You like that little serif at the top.
But I think can say with confidence we can still see Fussell as number 7 out at second. So this is the center fielder, Drake Hawpe, coming into the game. That's lifted by James. Out to right, and play is made as it's gathered by Tyler King out in right field. So they did a little bit of a defensive adjustment. They put the designated hitter, Justice Childers, out in center and brought Hawpe, we mentioned the big bat, and LSU commit the junior, out to the hill, who certainly has a strong arm. And it's retired on James out on the fly out to right, bringing up Castleberry.
So who is he DHing for? I think that guy's burnt.
Right, so Childers was DHing for Ben Brown, the starting pitcher. So Childers, who was the DH, now enters in.
Stayed in for
to
the
field.
defense. Yeah. These are dudes taking on dudes right here, man. Aren't they?
Certainly. A couple of Division I commits here going at it now. And they call an illegal pitch, saying
he didn't stay in contact with the rubber. 1 ball.
And he has to come set. We saw a couple of those last night as well, Trey.
Yep. That's right. It's going to be 1 ball.
Castleberry.
Yep.
Had a really nice double earlier in this game. The UT Arlington commit. Up. Spikes it.
I didn't really see what he did on that previous one to get called a legal pitch, but I've called that before, and the dugout's like, you can only have that. I think I yelled balk, though, but it wasn't a balk. It's illegal pitch with nobody on base.
And I think what I overheard was he didn't come. I know nobody's on base, but he didn't fully come set. You can't just go straight into it. You have to take a moment to stop before you can go, and I believe that was what was the case.
If you're going to pitch like he is with his shoulders turned.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he wants to work quick, certainly.
That's a set position, yeah. It's a rip.
Rounded to the right side. Diving
Gotta beat the
stop
pitcher.
made by Dean.
He almost beat him.
On to first in time to get Castleberry out. You mentioned he was hustling down the line.
Yeah, that'd be good. If we have that on a replay, that'd be a good one to show.
So 2 down. And it brings up Jake Parkerson, the senior third baseman.
Maybe it wasn't that close at first. I thought it was close at first.
Parkerson watching the first for a ball. 1-0 count here with 2 outs. And misfires as well. Drake Hawpe.
That was a breaking pitch, though, and it snapped down a little bit.
Hawpe out of the wine, misses high. I know we've talked a lot about his future prospects. Just a junior, it was in September that he made the pledge to go play at the next level in the SEC at LSU, but showing he can do some pitching for him as well, trying to close out this game. Looking at some recruiting sites, Trey, the max fastball velocity that I found recorded by the right-hander is 92 miles per hour, as that's bounced. However, multiple different sites certainly have the recordings, but he's certainly above 90 miles an hour, Trey. Pretty impressive, right?
Yes. Give me a second here. Sorry, buddy.
Hank Austin comes up to the plate after the free pass. There's the hard-throwing right-hander out of the bullpen. Kicks and delivers a swing and a miss. Pair of punch-outs today for Austin. Headed to Sul Ross State. The hard-throwing right-hander has achieved velos of 96 from the outfield, up to 92 what I've seen on the hill.
Did you say 96?
From the outfield. I did. You're listening, I appreciate it, Trey. Hank Austin up at the plate. Check down. And one thing, Trey, we should tell the viewers, too, is that watching on Tradio right now, it will be a different live stream link for game number 2.
Correct.
And we'll pretty much be going live right after this game with 30 minutes in between and a 20-minute pregame show. So we'll have about 10 minutes, and then we'll be live again to talk with you on Tradio, Trey. So I know you're the man in charge, but I believe that's the case, right?
Different link, correct.
Different link. Will be live about 10 minutes after the conclusion of this game with 30 in between for a 20-minute pregame show taking on St. Michael's. Swing and a miss there by Austin. And Hawpe is able to strike out Hank Austin. And Liberty Christian wins the ballgame. So we'll have game number 2 of this doubleheader coming up in about 10 minutes for our pregame show against St. Michael's.
Okay, go meet London. Hey, final.